How's it going, guys? Welcome to our Spider-Man Homecoming non-spoiler review. My name is Mike.
My name is Grisel.
And we are back after taking some time off for personal issues and here and there. But we have our Spider-Man Homecoming review. All right, let's get right to it. This is non-spoiler, by the way. Our spoiler review will be up again a little bit later. So, Grisel, without spoiling it, what did you think?
It was great. It was a great movie, super entertaining. It was just spot on in some stuff here and there. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I am smiling from ear to ear just because Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel character. So whenever Spider-Man is done right, I get very, very happy, and I am very, very happy. I left the theater very, very happy, very satisfied. A very modern way. I think we were talking a little bit in the car. Not too much, but I was like, let's save it for the camera. But we were talking a little bit in the car. We were saying, you know what, this was a very modernized version of Spider-Man, of Peter Parker and what he goes through in high school, what probably kids today go through in high school. We were talking that I felt that the Tobey Maguire version of Peter Parker was very relevant to the early 2000s and what teenagers were like back then, and I think this Tom Holland version of Peter Parker is very it's very good. It's very this time. Like, so I mean, it's a very modernized Spider-Man, but I loved the movie. The movie was awesome. You have any little things to add? Because I know in our spoiler review we're gonna go all crazy. So I know we're gonna be talking about a lot more on that. But what did you think generally about the story, about the premise, without spoiling anything? Just what did you think about the movie?
I think it was pretty good. I think that it was great to put Tony Stark in there to be like as a mentor and taking care of a Spider-Man because he's like a teenager. I think he was very well done in that.
And he wasn't. And I don't think this is a spoiler, but he wasn't there too much. I think he was there enough.
Yes.
It looked like in the trailer that it was gonna be a Tony Stark movie, featuring Spider-Man, but it wasn't. It was a Spider-Man movie that sprinkled a little Tony Stark here and there. It was really not a lot. We probably saw most of Tony Stark in the trailer, to be honest with you. There's just a couple of scenes that we didn't see in the trailer, but for most of it we saw in the trailer. I loved the beginning. Obviously I can't say it, but it was
great. You guys gotta watch it.
It was an interesting take on some events that happened. So I loved the beginning. Michael Keaton did great as the Vulture. I thought he was a great villain, very believable. Tom Holland was awesome as a Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Both roles were awesome. You had Aunt May, who wasn't there for too much neither, but whatever she was in, I thought she did well. I thought Marissa Tomei did very good. And I know, you look at this new hot young Aunt May, but in theory she's like in her 40s, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And he's supposed to be around 15 or something. That's a very believable aunt. I mean, at first I was like, oh man, what happened to the older looking Aunt May? But I was like, no. I mean, I was like, by the time my nephews are 15, I'm probably gonna be in my mid 30s. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, so it's like it's believable. It's believable that somebody can be that young and still be an aunt. So I thought it was very believable. I thought it went really well. Just the story. I thought the story was very solid. I mean, you have anything else to add before we give our final score? And I know you want to get into spoiler talk, so I know we're going to film that next. You have anything else to add?
No.
All right. What is your final score for Spider-Man Homecoming?
9.
A 9. 9 out of 10 for Grisel. Mine is the same as well. Mine is a 9 out of 10 as well for Spider-Man Homecoming. I love this movie. This is actually a 9 out of 10 is the same score that I give Spider-Man 2. So to be honest with you, for me, oh my God, I don't know, man. I love Spider-Man 2 just because that's what I grew up with. But this was a fun movie, So I mean, man, maybe I think those two movies are just gonna be juggling up and down on my list. But I loved this movie. This movie was awesome. So 9 out of 10 for me as well. Go watch it. Go spend your money on it. Maybe even twice, because I thought it was a very, very good movie. That is it for us today, guys. Thank you for joining us on our non-spoiler Spider-Man Homecoming review. Check out some of our other videos over there. Subscribe to our channel down there. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.